Third time's the charm.
I'm out here on 15 Broward County Tic Tacs, smoking that Scooby-Doo pack.
I'll allow it.
Oh, Caleb, guess what I got? Guess what I got?
What?
Wendy's.
Dude,
Is that that
the
biggie
Dave
bag?
single.
Are you serious?
Hello.
Oh, I got the Baconator, baby.
Oh my god,
Oh my god.
I
I was not filled in on this meta.
We did not plan that.
We're double
Hello.
winded.
Welcome to Shrimp Hours
my God, I'm
number
about to die.
95?
Yeah.
95? I'm here. I'm drive through.
Dude, that Baconator
Cody's
looks so
here.
fucking
Caleb's here. Slap's here. Rusty's here.
Let me just show this to you guys real quick.
If you see Cody's walls fall down and his roof get torn off, it means he died in a tornado.
Yeah, I saw. So I've been keeping track. If you want a quick meteorology update from
Sure.
like 2 days in the past from when you're listening to this, we've had tornadoes and shit all throughout Ohio and Wisconsin, and Michigan got fucking destroyed earlier today. So that's where Ed is, 6 feet in the ground.
Heck, I got hit yesterday. I mean, it's like
Are you
hail.
doxing your house location on?
He's not screen sharing it.
Oh, my bad.
I
I
got.
was looking at it.
I was just showing it for you guys, and I was making sure that he wasn't screen sharing it.
Oh, are you showing like the weather around your place?
It's not looking good.
Oh, all right.
You'll probably
radar
have
is lots of
positive
red.
strikes, dude. Like the,
If he dies, he
loud ones.
dies.
Just full disclosure, I might have to pause
Yeah,
at some point.
If he
and throw
if
the
he just
cats
suddenly
in-
goes black, we know what happened.
I might have to throw the cats into
Dude,
the
yeah.
cat carriers and run down
Cody
to
will
the
come back with
cellar.
a fucking mattress over his head. Like, all right, let's record the rest of this thing.
Cody, if you do that, leave your camera on.
All right.
Yeah, so we can make fun of your Kyle Larson.
No, so we can
shrine.
see the wall come down and all the Kyle Larson hats get blown off. 12 Kyle Larson hats found.
Dude,
I set up my little
street.
shrine, and it's the next like incredible tornado footage. Just this entire wall just getting blown away.
Dude, the National Weather Service comes to survey the tornado damage, and they're like, "Why the fuck are there 50,000 Kyle Larson hats in this dude's house?" Like,
That'll be in the damn trees.
This person was
if the
clearly a
tornado comes
hoarder
through.
with a mental disability.
dude, why are we popping this hard?
We're off to a great
Why are we
start.
roasting Cody?
The roast of Cody.
That's what.
Because I'm
all these
deserving of
podcasts
it.
are.
Have you seen my
Every
fucking
podcast
shrine?
is just an excuse to get Cody in here so we can fucking roast him for an hour and go home.
Show us the selfie of you and Kyle. Show us the
Printed. That's a normal thing to have, right? A printed out photo of you and your.
I swear to
favorite
God, like I
celebrity.
explained before we started recording, I think it was 2 Christmases ago. My mom, that was her attempted gift to get me. Hey, I printed this out. I sent it to Kyle Larson's people, tried to get it signed, basically got politely declined because of how fucking busy he is and
Imagine,
how like a million other people are probably doing the exact same thing.
imagine you're trying to buy a gift for your son and you're like, what the fuck does he even like? And then you're just like, you go over to his house and it's just like, okay, just fucking whatever, Kyle Larson. Like, I don't
Yeah,
don't fucking know.
Let me get something for his imaginary boyfriend.
Hey,
Listen, I respect the shrine on the week that Kyle Larson wins in incredible fashion.
I was
Actually, yeah,
asked
Slap
by
has the
Caleb.
loser hat on this week. Hold on.
I was asked by Caleb earlier today to be as obnoxious with the Kyle Larson stuff as possible, and I didn't want to disappoint.
Dude,
No, it's based.
I bought the shirt just for the boy, cause he might be God. Okay, I put this out on my Twitter. If he somehow in the next 2 years wins the Indy 500, even finishes top 5 in the Indy 500, he might be the motorsports GOAT, with no debate and no question from myself.
Yeah, they just got to shut down IndyCar in May after.
Dude, they might.
if he wins, it's just
shut
over.
down IndyCar.
I mean,
Just end
if
this
Kurt Busch could
100-year-long
get like
tradition.
a top 5 in his first Indy 500 attempt, like how hard could it possibly be?
Dude,
Yeah,
Kyle Larson
Larson's
is
gonna
gonna
lap the
win.
field.
Yeah, he's gonna win by like 30 seconds.
Slap, your camera is not
You're
in
out of
focus since you
focus,
showed
yeah.
off that hat, by the way.
Damn it. Bring it back.
There we go.
Or you could have set it to manual focus and never have to worry about it.
It's
Or
not
you go
bad.
kill yourself.
Yeah.
This is a great start to a pod.
Do we want to touch on NASCAR real quick? The Kansas race was
I'm gonna
incredibly
touch tidbits
based.
with
Can
NASCAR,
we talk
dude.
about it for like an hour, please?
I know we bitch about the next gen, but at 1.5 milers, it actually functions, and at
Not
Kansas, it was a
1.5 milers.
banger.
Literally
Shut
just
up.
Kansas. It's
Just
just
Kansas.
Kansas. It's
Just
Kansas.
Kansas.
Kansas is
Charlotte,
a
Charlotte's
fucking
gonna be
car.
based. Charlotte's gonna be fucking
Yeah.
based.
Kansas and Charlotte.
Ooh.
Oh, we lost that.
It's
Gonna
Oh,
done.
dude,
Dutch
you can see
angle.
the Ryder truck just on the desk.
It's over, boys. It's over.
Let's be honest. Texas wasn't a good race, but for Texas, it was okay. I can appreciate the next gen and 1.5 milers, at least.
Our
But
standards
Why
we were
is,
set up
why is the
with-
next
so
gen just
badly.
cracked on the 1.5 tracks? Like it
That's what they
sucks
built
literally
it for,
everywhere.
it feels like.
Well, they
Yeah,
they
they
built
were
the
like,
whole
let's
thing
take
like
away-
based
let's
on
take
the
them all away.
idea. They built the whole thing like based on like, hey,
Bail.
we gotta make 1.5s better,
Yeah.
and they fucked up everything else.
Yeah,
genius,
bring the...
genius idea, boys. Let's make only the 1.5 tracks good, and then take all of them away and make us go to more of the tracks where the car sucks ass at. That's great strategy, boys.
Slap, you are still not in focus.
Slap,
I
you
don't
need
know
to
what
kill
to do,
yourself.
He looks good.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't.
Damn.
Fuzzy
I just want to
sweat.
point out, we were a little bit biased because we were chatting with Ed and watching the race together, and when Chris Buescher went middle in 3 and 4 instead of running the wall, it was over. I mean, I'm
No.
amazed that it came that
That was
close.
tough.
But how do you
the fact
not
that Larson
run
did
the
it
wall?
on the top, the fact that Larson ripped it
Of
on
course,
the
it's
top
Larson's gonna do it on the top.
to complete the closest finish in NASCAR history.
I don't know
The
how Buescher doesn't run the
absolute
top.
copium from Ed after that finish, by the way.
Ed was
Like,
not happy.
That restart, then he got swallowed up 3 wide, and it was like 2 laps to go, and he was like, "Oh, that's a Chris Buescher dub. Like it's already over. Like Chris Buescher won." And everybody's like, "No, like that's not how this works." And then, of course, just in heartbreaking fashion, I've never like the finish was so close that not only Fox but MRN and NASCAR official timing and scoring got the winner wrong because we found out that the transponder, like the line that they use for the start finish line, just is not in the correct spot, and it's like 6 feet before where it's supposed to be.
All the
Which is nice.
transponders in the back of the car, and whenever they do a photo finish, it's by wherever the nose is on like the laser.
Yeah. We
So
also
it's gonna be a
learned
little
that,
bit off on the computer.
unfortunately, put a big highlight on whoever paints the lines over at Kansas Speedway because that start-finish line was a little bit wonky.
I thought it was kind of stupid at first, but whoever painted it is like my new hero. Like, here's what I want to ask you guys: should we be racing to an imaginary laser line or some guy's hand painted finish line?
Not if he paints it like that.
I vote for the shitty
The wavy,
no,
the wavy
yes.
zigzaggy hand painted line that we had
Yes.
at Kansas.
This is more anti-human
down.
pro-robot propaganda. If you
Oh
paint
my
the line,
God.
race to the line.
How about paint the line better and then you get to keep your
Nah.
job as a line painter?
No, you race to the line, not the imaginary laser. If the guy
Dude.
fucked up the paint job, he fucked it up. You're racing to the line.
I just imagine that guy just sitting there watching that finish in horror because he's like thinking
Yeah,
back
he's
to
like,
like
"Oh my
Wednesday."
God.
And he's like, I don't give a fuck. Like, just get this fucking finish line down. And then they show the instant replay, and the line's just fucked. And he's like, fuck. He's like, God damn it.
And
bet
all
one
of
weekend
Twitter's
he did-
going on about lines and paint.
I've been explaining this finish to a few people that like don't know much about race, and I was just kind of joking how it's funny how throughout time has progressed. Like in the early days of motorsports, you could just eyeball. It's like, all right, that guy won, and then we had that one in the Daytona 500 with Lee Petty. It's like, all right, we need like a photo to determine who the fuck won, and then we invented timing and scoring and transponders, but through like technology limitations, that only goes to like up to a certain decimal point. Then so we have finishes like Kansas, where on like the computer it literally fucking had him as a tie 0.000 before they had to like go and like recorrect and eyeball it like basically with a photograph. It's like shit.
Yeah.
The
You know
computer
what?
says it's a tie. We got to go back to photos.
This is why they got rid of the pylon, because now they can rewrite history. Like Slap called a couple weeks ago, they can rewrite the history and just decide Kyle Larson and Hendrick win again. The most prestigious team, the best team in NASCAR history wins, and the small little guy is the loser, and they go home. Like F those guys.
Whose hat
like
are you wearing,
that,
Rusty?
uh,
For the
yeah.
audio listeners, what hat are you wearing on your head right now? Just want to make sure they know. It's got a KL on the side. What does that mean?
I'm just saying factual information. I haven't said anything biased. I'm just
Rusty,
stating what's going on.
They literally have an image that they generated from like 6,000 photos taken over the span of a second that prove that Kyle Larson had the nose at the line.
Yeah, you know those little laser like cameras you see right at the start finish line at the pit
Yeah,
wall?
because it literally
That's
just
the
does like a
cameras they
line.
had that still
Trust me.
Bullshit.
All
Dude,
right.
Rusty, go fuck
Okay.
yourself.
Okay.
I am as anti Kyle Larson as anybody. I watched my boy whip his dick out and smack him across the face with it at Phoenix last year.
You mean with their
I hate
cracked
Kyle Larson.
cheating Penske fucking package they have, their
The
setup?
crack cheating Penske car that runs like 25th this year, dude.
Yeah,
Fucking-
yeah.
But then they get to Phoenix, the
Oh my
one
God.
race in the fucking championship that
No,
fucking
he's
matters,
pulled up.
and then all of a sudden they
He's
fucking
He's still
Awesome.
mad that he
They're
went and watched
crushed.
his favorite driver lose the championship in person. Him and fucking Ryan Blaney.
I need like
No,
a
I can
All
rest.
the
I can rest well knowing at night that Larson's championship was deserved, and
Yeah, wait till
everyone
Blaney
knows
has
that
to
aren't
do it.
even
Larson
that
retired
aren't
with
even Blaney
points.
haters that know that Blaney had a shit fucking season and he had a couple lucky races at the end and lucked his way into a championship. Everyone fucking knows it. Larson had one of the most dominant seasons since '98. Gordon
And where's he been
Suck
since?
my shrimp.
And where's he fucking been since? He's a fucking
consistently
loser.
at the top, consistently in the final four. What,
He's
so
literally
that-
missed the final
Fucking your
four.
mom.
You mean when he had a mechanical failure at the Roval? Yeah. Oh yeah, that was so his fault. Suck my dick.
We don't advertise intelligent analysis on this podcast.
No, dude.
I need
Kyle
like
Larson
a
sucks, but also I have his shirt on because I love him.
Raz alert where like if your feed goes above a
It's
a
certain amount
Raz
of
meter.
decibels, it just throws like a
It's
razzed
just
over your head.
razzed.
As soon as Cody starts like leaning into the mic, it's over.
He was fucking.
Yeah, he's tucking into it.
Rusty does it. Rusty like grab it like this, just talk.
Yeah.
Look here. Look, listen.
Oh my
Oh
god!
my god. Oh
Oh,
I need to
my.
no.
apologize to all the audio listeners, all of
Dude.
the listeners.
I cannot wait for
think it's no
NASCAR,
compression.
just the entire world, to rally around Kyle Larson to whip his dick out on those IndyCar fucking nerds in May. Like, oh my god, like imagine Kyle Larson, he's gonna fucking like big dick it just down to the inside, 3 wide, paddle awards style, make it stick on Joseph Newgarden in like his first ever attempt at an IndyCar. All these all the IndyCar nerds are expecting like Jimmy Johnson level-esque performance here. Kyle Larson is literally, he's gonna Bill Elliott at Talladega the field. He's gonna wreck lap 1, go 2 laps down, unlap himself, lap the field 3 times en route to the most dominant Indy 500 win, and then he's going to come back next year and he's going to remind him who daddy is and which series is the best in America. This is NASCAR Nation, baby. Kyle Larson is winning 5 Indy 500s. We're winning the championship. We're going to F1. We're fucking kicking Max Verstappen.
Yeah, he's dethroning Max Verstappen. That's gonna be next on his fucking motorsports resume.
Dude, yeah, he's going to Monaco. It's over. Logan Sargent, who?
That's the real revenge tour. It's just
Gonna go to the fucking
worldwide.
WRC.
Win
Become
that.
a rally champion.
Take a Le
Just
Mans while
imagine,
he's at it.
Crofty on the grid in Monaco, and he's like, by God, it's Kyle Larson's music, and he gets into the Williams and laps the field 3 times.
How long before he pulls a Tony and goes to fucking NHRA? Starts drag racing.
No one cares about drag racing.
I'm just imagining Kyle Larson like fucking the motorsports version of Thanos, and just like every championship is an
He's
Infinity Stone.
collecting. All right, I want to talk about what's Twitter doing real quick. Just to kind of touch on it because, post race Kansas, unarguably like an amazing race. It destroyed the Jeff Gluck pole record blew it out of the water.
Was the rest?
It was
of the race
incredible.
I didn't see a single lap of it since I was working on.
The rest of it was great. They were
Okay.
like actually side by side for the lead. Several different pairs of drivers, like actually battling and catching back up to each other and passing each other back.
And from what
It
I
was
know about Kansas,
pretty good.
I'm assuming both lanes are good and had their
Yeah.
moments.
Yeah, it was
Hell yeah.
fantastic. And yeah, so people on Twitter were like, "Wow, this car's great at 1.5 miles." And then I'll just pull this up. Mamba Smith was playing the industry bit, and he was like, "Oh, they're good at road courses too." And then Landon Huffman got pissed, and they just went back and forth.
Oh, is this the Twitter drama I heard about Landon?
Yeah, dude, it's like
I didn't see a single speck of it. I just
two of the most, I would say, hard-headed dudes on Twitter. They keep going. Dave Moody jumps in here, and then they start posting pictures from like 12 years ago of them together, but then they like still like keep talking shit. And they
Dude,
just
if
keep.
Dave Moody showed up my replies, I'd fucking delete my account and kill myself.
Dude,
Like, it's over at that point.
Dave Moody deleted this reply, but he dropped a solid. If someone on your personal race team abuses his wife or children or dog, are you going to defend him? Which was certainly a take.
What was that even referencing?
No, I did appreciate it. Was just out of the blue, and that's why Landon Huffman's reply was so base. He was like, "How on God's green earth does us like talking about the next gen race car and whether or not it's good equate to me like defending an abuser on my team?"
Just ran, just out of nowhere. That got deleted, understandably.
Yeah, Dave Moody is. I mean, I don't know how he has a job or does anything in the industry because
he's good at his job.
I think it's time for that MRN company to find a new announcer.
I know, like he's good at calling races, but his like talk show, I think those like truckers that call in and just mess with him 24/7 have just gotten to his brain.
Or a certain ex-YouTuber that shall not be named that's called and trolled him many times.
I mean, he says some of the dumbest stuff that I've seen just anywhere.
What was the old Twitter parody account of him? Godfodar Moody.
Sure.
And like Dave Moody get like so fucking pissed at that account. I don't even know who ran it.
Remember drunk Brian France? Speaking of parody,
yeah, rest in peace, man.
Good times.
That was real NASCAR Twitter.
Imagine having such a small dick that you sue the guy and then make him post an account where, yeah, this was in poor taste, and I apologize.
I apologize for anything I might have done or anything I might have made anybody feel. I'm gonna go away now.
Yeah, fucking.
And actually,
I don't know
went
where
away.
Brian France is, but
you got unpersoned.
like, yeah, choking on his oxycodone.
Dude, he's about to buy like 20 charters. Didn't you see the news today?
Yeah, I did see that.
Oh Jesus!
You didn't see the Stern article?
Part of the new charter agreement is a member of the France family who shall not be named is allowed to buy ownership stake in all the charters.
Excuse me? NASCAR could change rules to let France family member buy into team.
Dude.
NASCAR told teams they can expect to see a full paper version of its charter system. Oh boy.
Oh.
Yeah,
NASCAR's
so that's the big
dead.
thing. I think that's been the big hang up in the charter negotiations because it's been like alluded to, but it's finally coming out. So like Denny Hamlin's been very open about like the teams want just full like permanent charters because like obviously they want their $40 million in like investments to be protected. But NASCAR wants each charter agreement to match with the TV deal. So their proposed charter agreement is going to last till 2031, and then once all the TV partners re-up, they'll renegotiate the charter contract again. I guess kind of like the CBA and the stick and ball sports. But yeah, it's a weird setup.
Sure. All right, that's what's Twitter doing for this week. Apologies to anyone who listens to this podcast on audio platforms because we're about to go into the most visual thing we've ever visualized. We will be doing a rapid fire drip or drown of every single throwback for this upcoming Darlington weekend.
Oh God.
Drip or drown.
And it's literally going to be like, I'm going to show you something, we drip it, we drown it.
I thought we came up with a new name.
Well, we came up with new categories. So I've got every single paint scheme that has been announced by this point. And we're going to rate it either drip or drown, or if it's really good, we can throw it into the nut category. And if it's really bad, then you die. We'll just put it in that category. So this is nut, drip,
die.
Yeah, drip, drown, nut, or die. Just coming at you in no order whatsoever. We'll just throw them together. Because I just pasted them all on here. All right. Dean Thompson is doing a throwback to some late model driver that I've never heard of named Ryan Partridge.
What?
That's drip.
I think it's drip. They did the number font and everything.
Drown.
That's true.
No, that's
Rusty
He's gonna
die.
die immediately.
Yeah, take it.
Sammy Smith is
Die,
doing a throwback
die,
to some.
die.
That's a drown. That's a drown.
What's so bad about it?
No, that's a kill yourself.
That's
Is
literally
that
nothing.
a foil? Is that a
It's
foil
literally
number?
nothing.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Drip.
That's drip. That's drip.
No, we
I
are
don't-
not. We're not turning on this.
Caleb, take the L.
No,
take
dude,
the L,
so
you stupid.
That
I
render
don't-
looks horrible. I'm sure that'll look way better in person.
I don't know
Oh
what
my
they're going to
God.
be able to do with the sides, but it does look like the logo on the hood and at least the front number is full
my
like
God.
holographic foil.
Okay.
So
Drip.
that's a fat drip for me.
Okay.
This one was announced today. Lane Riggs is running a Scott Riggs throwback to a truck that I didn't know that Scott Riggs drove, but apparently he drove this like RC Cola truck way back in the day.
That's like one of my
see.
favorites when I was a kid.
Yeah, and he's got
Drown.
Infinity Communications, but they did the logo and they did the number, so I'd say that's a drip.
That is a drip.
Y'all are being.
Why
way
would give it
too
RCR font?
Because that's what it had on the
I
truck.
don't know. Maybe I'm a sucker for
Oh.
throwbacks. What can I say?
Sheldon Creed is running just like a Toyota off-road kind of basic thing. Matt DeBenedetto drove one of these a few years ago. I think it's kind of basic.
Yeah. That's a drown. Yeah.
Okay. Thad Moffat is running a car to like one of the most washed Richard Petty cars I've ever like just
They cannot do it
forgettable
right.
era.
It's not even the right color.
Actually, it's not a throwback. It's
It's not.
That's a drown.
no. I'm just
No, it's a
referencing the
joke.
nerds
That's a
in your
joke.
replies.
Wash.
That's a
All right,
die.
Rusty,
That's
this will
a
shut you
die.
up. Jeremy Clements is doing a throwback
Oh,
to the
stuff, I'm gonna-
Alliance
oh my
That's
god.
59 car, and he has the same sponsor
Yo,
as the old
that's a
like
drip.
80s Robert
Dude,
Presley
look at that
59.
original 59. It's got the gold foil number shadows like
This is-
Rusty's.
Well, yeah, this is
Literally
what
Rusty
Rusty's
Mobile.
thing is
The Rusty
based
car.
on. He ran a throwback to this in core, and
That's
had
why
this
it
on the
looks so
87
familiar.
car.
I knew
And
that.
yeah, they have.
That might be a nut.
I think it's a different company that's like also called Alliance.
Put that in
Yeah,
between
that's tractor trailer
nut
training.
and drip.
driveway solutions.
It'll be a high drip. Parker Kligerman is throwing back to a car that literally nobody recognized. That apparently the owner of Big Machine Racing, I don't even know his name, drove at some dinky oval at some point.
That was called the National
that's-
Fairgrounds Speedway. Thank you.
It's a
They should have done
drown.
the font. The number
Yeah,
font. It's
yeah,
insane.
dude. No one's gonna recognize that. Completely
That's a
forgettable,
drown, yeah.
dude. Tyler Ankrum in the 18 truck. Lyuna is doing a Days of Thunder like that. The Hardy's car. I think it's a drip.
That's a drip.
The 19 truck. Christian Eckes. I don't even know what this is a throwback to.
Drown.
That's
Apparently, it was some guy named Brownie King.
Sure, I'll show
yeah,
you the
he was an
Brownie
old
King.
NASCAR driver. That was his
Daniel
actual
Dye is
name.
doing a random petty.
Yo,
This is a Kyle Petty one,
Yeah.
That's Kyle
Kyle
Petty
Petty.
from like 1990. Yeah,
and he's got the
That's
actual
sick.
sponsor on it too, which I think is cool. So that's a drip.
Yeah, it's an automatic
The
bolt
pink
right
numbers
there.
go hard.
Low end drip, but yeah.
Jack Wood is doing a 91 truck to some random old car, but I saw Dawson
That's
Cram point
Herb
out.
Thomas, the greatest
Yeah,
win
you're- It
does
percentage
have
in
the Hudson
fucking
Hornet thing.
NASCAR history.
I'm used to the dark blue, not the light blue. Anyway, this
It's
throwback has already
always
been
been light
run.
blue.
It's always been light blue.
Has it?
Yeah, it's always been light blue.
The
My bad.
fabulous Hudson Hornet.
All right, we'll call
Put
it
it
a drip for you
drown
guys.
anyways. No, drown.
Throw DT into die. Can we add DT's picture and just put it in
Yeah,
die?
can we
No.
copy paste a picture of his face and just put it on die?
Bailey Curry is running a throwback to some random dirt car,
Die.
which I've never seen before.
That's
Chuck
a drippy.
Efaw.
It's kind of cute.
No,
He
drown.
did the
it.
black nose,
Imagine
like the
if he
late
actually
model.
drove the number 0 truck and they allowed him to put just in typeface
Zero.
0 on the side
They
of it.
wouldn't. I think it's kind of cool.
That would be
I say
so
we
based though.
leave it in the middle ground, like kind
Y'all
of a
are
low
being
drip.
so liberal with the fucking drip meter.
Shut
I
up.
need.
Chase Elliott, Dell Jr., the National Guard car.
drip.
Drip. I think it's just like a solid
Drown.
drip.
Drown.
Corey Haim is running a 1974 Kill Yarbrough throwback, even though it's the same paint scheme that one Canadian guy want to race in. I think it's a drip. Whatever.
Drown.
All right,
Drown
we'll
it.
drown it. All right, we'll drown it. Tyler Reddick.
What the fuck?
This is a horrible render. This is a 23XI special. He's running throwback to some
Oh,
random
that car is a nut.
Yeah, but
I
like,
know that it is.
it's like a Tim Richmond, like, but like he made his own team and kind of entered this car.
Does not.
And I feel like the original looks better than the
Drown.
car, so they kind of biffed that one.
That might be
Drown it.
in between drown and die, honestly.
All right, we'll put it as a low drown.
It's Harrison
Wood
Burton.
Brothers-
Die
Yeah, it's
immediately.
Harrison Burton. Yeah,
No,
come
But
on.
it's cool they did the
Look at the font.
logos.
I don't
They did
care.
it's an old
Die.
Glenn
No,
Wood
that's- no, that's a
thing.
drip.
That's a
It'll be
drip.
in
Caleb's
35th.
just trolling and hating at this
Yeah, it's a
point.
Can we
trip.
mute Caleb?
That's a
Can we
trip.
pull the vote, like, to take him off the
Kill
island?
him.
Hey, go hit a pipe slap.
What if I could?
Riley Herbst is doing a throwback to his dad's old
Oh, that's
truck.
cute. I like it.
Am I going crazy or has he run this before?
You're
Because
going
I swear, or maybe he just did like a terrible Herbst.
I think it was just
Yeah.
a terrible Herbst thing. You're crazy. He's never run that before.
Okay. Anyway, I think it looks good.
I know. That's why I said drip.
Did he get his dad's company to sponsor him just for this race?
They
Yeah.
sponsor him for everything.
They're always on the deck lid of his cars, and they.
You're putting
It's
it
like
in
a-
drown. I said drip.
Oh, sorry. It's like a gas station chain, but they sell Monster at the gas stations. They have some kind of like deal going on.
Okay.
Josh Berry, throwback to Rodney Childers, who apparently drove
who
this late
cares?
model. It's not that good.
Do we have
Like,
like a
it's
middle of the road like
high
I was gonna
drown.
say we need a fifth
category?
option. Just like who cares? Like just who gives a fuck? Like it's not a drown, but it's also like not good.
Like, yeah, who cares?
Yeah, who cares? No, you need the
Alright.
Who cares?
in all caps, like everything else.
Who cares? Nah, this doesn't deserve it. Who cares?
Actually,
All right.
yeah, that's the
Yeah,
perfect.
who cares?
Man.
Zane Smith is driving some old 71 that I don't know what this
Who
is.
cares?
It's got
Yeah.
fake bumpers and it's a solid.
That
Who
was like-
cares?
This might be
Dave
the greatest
Marcus and
category we've ever
Bobby
had.
Isaac drove a 71.
The Alex Bowman
Drip.
Jimmy Johnson one, I think it's a drip. I think it looks
That's pretty
good.
drippy.
Yeah, come on,
Okay.
rapid fire, DT. We got
Yeah,
places.
that's what we're
to
getting
be.
through. Tanner Gray is doing a throwback
cares?
to
Who cares?
himself. Nah, he's doing a throwback to himself from
Drown.
6 years ago. I think that's a die in my book. If you're
no,
Tanner
yeah.
Gray and
Yeah,
you're
he
throwing
died,
back
yeah,
to
yeah.
I
yourself,
will never
like,
turn death down.
Kaz Grall is doing a Parnelli Jones throwback to the old Mustang
who
Boss
cares?
302. I think it's sick. I think it's a
That's
trip.
just-
Who
That
cares?
graphic is a nut.
Yeah, they did a good job with this like
Where's my soundboard
artwork. No, you don't get them
I
here.
don't think we're
Nobody,
allowed.
nobody
them.
has soundboard privileges.
I want to hit the who cares button.
Die.
Brandon
Die,
Jones,
die,
Menard
die.
Still Jr. from a few years ago. It's all die. All right, let's slide these guys down. All right. John Hunter Nemechek is just running like a generic
Who cares?
old Toyota thing. That's it.
Yeah,
Who cares?
If you say John Hunter's name, he's gotta go.
Who cares?
Brennan Poole is running a Hot
Nut.
Wheels car.
Nut.
Alpha Prime, good at throwbacks. That's going into the nut
That
category.
is nut. Yeah, slide that over. So it's
Get away from the
Stuart
filth.
Friesen is running the
Drip.
Jimmy Johnson
Drip.
Star patriotic thing. I think it's all drip.
that's pretty.
Yeah, this is
drip.
good drip.
Carson Hocevar is just running a cop car for some reason.
Die.
Yeah, that's a solid die.
Fuck
Oh,
12.
dude. Shane Van
Nut,
Gisbergen
nut,
in the
nut,
Marcus
nut,
Ambrose
nut.
throwback. So good.
Dude, we're all like that dog that hits the button, just nut it over and over.
Dude, Taylor Gray doing the old super flow
nut.
car on the truck.
Nut.
Put
Nut.
that in
With the
between
Nut.
drip
tiger and
nut. That's not
everything.
quite
No.
That's a
enough. The
nut.
other
No,
one.
that's a
Nah,
nut.
it's a
That's a
That's a
nut.
big
All right,
nut.
all right.
Tons of nut.
Oh, speaking of
Oh,
which, the other
yeah.
Tiger car, Cole Custer's running the old
Mr.
Johnny
Leahy's a
Sauter
Tiger.
like yellow transportation Tiger thing, which I think is a solid nut. Fucking what the hell is
Die.
this?
Die.
Todd
die.
Gilliland is throwing back to himself when he raced a late model, so that's a
Die.
die.
Who cares? Oh,
No, it's a die.
Oh.
Nut.
Bushlight number
Nut.
one, Ross
Kevin
Chastain,
Harvick,
throwing
Busch
back to the.
Light
Nah, but it's like it's more the
Dude.
old branding than
I
it
don't
is like
care.
Kevin
Nut.
Harvick.
Nut.
Dude,
It
they
looks
came back
incredible.
strong
between
with
nut
this
and
one.
drip.
Bringing back the old can and sticking it on the side goes hard. Goes
After a
really
couple
hard.
off weeks, that thing's a banger.
Yeah, they're really kind of hit or miss there. Oh, here we go. Martin Truex Jr. is throwing back to himself to when he raced with a not throwback in 2016 and won, which
Die.
that's a
Yeah, it's a
die
die.
in my book.
Actually, just delete it. Just delete it. Like it never happened.
Dude, don't even include it.
Daniel Suarez is throwing back to Adrian Fernandez, IndyCar, Mexico, Quaker State.
Drip.
Good connection. I think it's a solid
Drip.
drip. Austin Dillon doing the random Dale car with the numbers the wrong color. Who cares?
Who cares?
Kyle Busch, no throwback, die.
Yeah, die. It's automatic die.
No, just delete it. Just delete it. Yeah.
Ooh, Leland Honeyman Jr. is doing old mellow yellow thing, which has already been done a few times, but he's got the number 42, the number's right, and he did the cute little outlines and headlights too, which I enjoy.
Nut.
No, that's a pretty
nut.
It's I think drip, not nut.
High end drip.
Corey LaJoy is throwing back to himself in some random car. What the hell is this? Ryan Preece is throwing back to himself when he raced a modified.
That's drip. That's a
drip.
Who cares? Who cares?
Is he allowed to throw back to himself?
Yeah, if you're throwing back to yourself, die.
Wasn't that his championship year?
Who gives a fuck? If it's not your Daytona flip from last year, you haven't done anything else.
I'll drown it. I won't die, but I'll drown it. No Gregson, no throwback,
Die.
Shut the fuck up. Chase Briscoe throwing back to like his, I don't know who Kevin Briscoe is. Is that his dad? Anyway, old sprint car.
Who cares?
Who cares?
Who cares? Yeah.
This is a good voting system. Number 20 car, Sue Bell, no throwback.
Die.
The Brad Castro car.
Not.
Solid nut. And then two more. Bill Byron, Exalta, Firestorm.
No. They fucked up the gradient. They fucked up the gradient.
That's just the render. It'll be great on the car.
We'll see it on the car.
Well, we'll see.
And then
that is
the
highest
number
nut.
5.
Reiterate.
Put that all the way to the left. Yeah.
This is really efficient. This is great.
Do we?
Yeah. Sorry to the audio listeners again.
Who cares?
Yeah, we do have some that we need to put into who cares.
All right, so who we moving? Dean Thompson. That's who cares.
Thompson.
38. Yeah, who cares?
No.
Yeah, who cares?
All right, we'll keep that. We'll keep that. 8's a drip. 18's a drip.
Yeah, 48.
Drip. Who cares?
Nah, it's a drip.
Nah, yeah. Get the fucking 91 back. There you go.
All right, 41's going to who cares though.
Yeah. I think we can agree on that.
Who cares with Harrison Burton?
Put Harrison Burton and not who cares. It's Harrison Burton.
The rest
those are solid drips.
Yeah, those are drips.
Okay.
You guys are hating on the driver. The stream
is. Put the 98 and who cares?
There you go. Yeah.
No, I like the 98.
Yeah, we'll switch.
DT, I have a question. Can you zoom all the way out?
No, I think we got a good selection.
What's in the very corner? What is
this? It's just a reference image I was throwing away. All right, so this is your official Shrimp Hub Darlington throwback ranking.
All right, get a
Where did your favorite driver end up? Nut, drip, who cares? Drown, die. All right.
That was pretty good. I appreciated that. That was like a fun,
I like how we did like a solid 3 in the row. It was just nut.
I appreciate when I pull up a picture and I just hear 4 people going nut.
We just start chanting it
and then DT would be like, oh, here's so and so. They're throwing back to themselves. Die.
Just like we're literally like those fucking seagulls in Nemo. Just
mine. I'm gonna be the best trip or drown I've ever done. I might cut that into a video, slap it up there. I did that. I think with the Daytona 500 one. There like 3 people watched that. Nobody watched the drippies. That was tough.
The drippies.
Dude, this entire channel is just. I feel like it's more for us to go reflect on rather than any actual viewers.
There's 200 idiots that watch this show every week. Come on now.
Yeah, and they're idiots.
All right, let's go to the planet of idiots.
Idiot planet. Idiot planet.
Have you ever paid attention to the bass line in that song? Kind of groovy.
Banger. Yeah, Ben played it for me in his house and like blew up the neighbors. Like the fucking, you know the Aunt May scene in Spider-Man when Green Goblin comes in like through the fucking wall, throws the bomb. That's what I imagine Ben's neighbors hear whenever he fucking boots up that computer.
He did the same thing for me when I visited. It was like 2 in the morning. He just cranks it up.
Dude, yeah, he cranks it on fan mail and the house literally explodes.
Poor Aunt Macy. Yeah. Give us our daily bread, forgive us our trespasses. Fucking Kool-Aid man just busts in.
All right. Do we have any animals to report on this time of year?
I got a little bit.
Ooh, where were you at?
I went to Kansas for the high limit Friday, Saturday.
Lakeside.
Yeah.
You didn't go to the cup race while you were down there?
No, I would have if I wasn't like scheduled to work like Sunday as well, even before I got scheduled for those Friday, Saturday ones. Otherwise, I would have. Yeah, at Lakeside was cool. It's a cool track. Never been there before. A little bit far drive, obviously, but
How far of a drive is that?
like 8.5 hours. It's not quite as far as you think when you hear Kansas, but yeah, it's not quite a 14-hour drive.
Yeah.
Fucking God, there was. So on the second night, they're like getting ready to do their little spin thing they do for their dash, draw, whatever. I can't remember the exact name. And while the drivers came up like on the spectator side of the fence to do the little thing, they're just kind of chilling. It's maybe like a half dozen kids that came up and ran up to the drivers that are getting like autographs, like pictures. It was cute. It was wholesome. Nice young fans having a moment they'll remember forever and become lifelong race fans. Yeah, there was one dude in particular that didn't like look around and see the memo that hey, it's only kids down there, and just got off. I was just kind of. This is during like a break because the wireless camera was doing the thing, so we were just kind of taking our break, just doing our thing up top. And yeah, so it caught my eye. I saw this guy kind of stand up, kind of realize like, oh shit, like there's kids down there, like talking to Kyle, like was running, like shuffling, like down the bench to get to the stairway. Practically tripped over himself running down the stairs, like nudged in front of probably a half dozen kids, like get up and was lurking right behind Larson. And like right then is when it was his turn to do the spin. So obviously Larson's attention was like then away from autographs and pictures momentarily. And so yeah, like right when that timing happened, the guy like frustrated is like pacing back and forth, like right behind him. It's like awkward as hell. And yeah, immediately gets his little picture, runs back up like with his fellow race fan. And like right after Larson was done with the spin, he ran back over to the pits to like start getting ready for the dash. And so yeah, that dude just like literally bum rushed in front of these like kids. Like there was probably at least a kid or two that then didn't get to have their experience because this goddamn man child just had zero awareness, didn't read the room, realized like, hey, this is the moment for the kids to have their time. Like obviously there's pretty lax security. Like no one is really.
I respect the hustle.
There.
He got his autograph. He wasn't going to get it any other way.
Just the same.
He took his opportunity. Energy. He made the most of it.
Those guys that just body slam kids to get a foul ball. Just.
Oh my god, dude!
It was the same kind of energy, animals. Pretty much.
Dude, there's some foul ones I saw where like the kid will like literally catch the ball and then like some dude will just like snatch it out and just run away. Like up 3 levels, and the kid just starts crying because he literally caught the ball.
Oh, those dudes that do that get doxed.
There's that famous video of that lady with like the stereotypical Karen haircut. Like there's this little girl that like has it, and this lady runs to the side, like rips it out of her hands,
and then starts like away. Celebrating like she caught it.
Yeah, you know the video.
Yeah.
So that was Saturday.
Those are animals. Like that is pure, like animal. Like all other humans be damned. I need to do my thing.
I think those people should not be allowed to vote. I think they should be removed from the Social Security pool. I think they should get no benefits from polite society whatsoever.
So then Sunday on my way back up, I did a solo show at just a track in rural Illinois. And the little shooting platform they had was maybe like a foot or two off the ground, like not very high, like right next to the press box, which just so happened to be in the drinking section. And yeah, just yeah, it was a fun night. Basically, just there was the concourse where everyone stood, and so people are just setting their drinks there. You're politely asking them, "Hey, sir, can you please get your open beer off of this thing that is right next to my $25,000 device, please?" Then I'm getting attitude in return. They start stacking their empty drinks all around my shit. They start putting their cigarettes, their chain smoking right in this area where you're not allowed to smoke. I didn't even say anything to the like people up in the press box, but I guess other people have complained in the past because there were multiple like announcements that came over the PA, like just a reminder to all the fans, please no smoking in the concourse. Please go do that in the designated smoking section. Just no one listens. Animals. Just yeah, I gave this like this. It was early on, like this one guy in particular who I recognized from the last time I was at this track, who also was giving me attitude last time. Like he is.
We got recognizable animals.
He
They got reoccurring animals.
he had very distinct features. Most
he was ugly.
particularly, he was one of the most sunburned. He was one of the most sunburned, sun damaged individuals I've ever seen. Where it's just like a dark
brain damage.
It's like a dark red, like almost brown,
Sun
like
damage.
leathery skin,
leather,
like where he
yeah.
just clearly just doesn't wear sunscreen and just chain smoking like crazy, pounding beers. I'm sure he drove home. He's like doing the trying to get cancer speed run, seemingly.
He's going
Like
for skin cancer, lung cancer, liver cancer. It's
And
triple.
Don't you know that sunscreen is more dangerous than skin cancer? or
This was the
whatever
guy
they
in
say?
God.
particular who I asked like insanely politely, like, can you like here's this other part of the platform over here, like please don't put the beer like right next to this goddamn piece of equipment, please. And he's like, oh, I won't spill it. And literally the last time I was at this track, someone spilled their shit and it got on my case. I was like, last time I was here, someone spilled it. Please, can you move it? He's like, oh, that wasn't me. I didn't spill it. So this guy's giving me attitude for simply having the audacity to politely ask. And then this exact guy, the remainder of the night, just chain smoking right next to me, setting his Marlboro Reds like on my shelf, like right next to my equipment, just trying to test my patience, simply like because I wronged him. Yeah, exactly.
Die. Literally die.
And just a little side note, when we were getting set up shortly before the broadcast, the microphone I had to capture all the like just the track sounds and car sounds. Given how low my platform was to shoot from and just how basically right next to everyone's head, it's just picking up everyone talking, and of course all these drunk animals just talk and curse and yelling. I got like 4 messages from my producer. He's like, you gotta like tell these guys to not swear. And I'm just thinking like, yeah, that's gonna go over well.
There's
This guy,
Yeah, dude.
this
Yeah.
guy who just gave me attitude over asking me politely to move his beer away from my insanely expensive. Excuse me, sir. I'm getting messages from my producer. Can you please watch your language? It's being picked up on. Like this guy probably would have assaulted me.
Listen here,
Yeah.
you pussy liberal. I'll fucking say the N-word right now.
We fucking.
Jesus Christ.
I taped the microphone up as high as I could on the side of the building, and unfortunately that
He would have
That's when
gone
you
to
tell
find
the-
a mic.
alleviated the issue.
Like straight into it.
that was able to get it high enough where I wasn't able to like pick up anyone talking anymore.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's the point where, like,
crisis
I-
averted without having to confront a drunk animal that's just looking for any reason to start a
Or you just
instigation.
tell the producer, like, yeah, I asked him to stop swearing. He didn't do it.
I told my producer like I'll see what I can do, but I just like kindly asked the guy get his beer off my shelf that was holding the TVU on it, and I got attitude return, and I told him verbatim, it's one of those crowds. So it's just,
It's one of those type of people.
just drunk,
Animals.
rowdy, just I ain't gonna listen to any of the rules. Like fuck what anyone tells me. Like if someone just so politely asks me like, hey, please don't breathe your secondhand smoke into my child's face, like they'll like start a fight with you. Like that type of crowd.
Dude, smokers in public areas are the worst.
Yeah,
It's
just I was forced to
genuinely,
breathe
like,
it
the
in all
worst.
fucking night.
Yeah.
Just and God forbid if I ever get lung cancer down the road, they won't be paying my medical bills.
Also,
Animals.
Smokers in public places, like they really need the DT. Bring up the graphic, the 3-letter
Yeah,
word.
pull up the
Die.
especially around kids, dude. That's just foul.
It's yeah.
You can tell they've been
particular-
smoking so long they don't even realize like how
Yeah.
fucking nasty it smells to every
They're
non-smoker.
nose
in
blind.
attendance.
Yeah. Their taste
it's
buds
like-
are probably shot too.
I know I'm a sensitive little wimp, but whenever I catch a whiff of cigarette smell in public, just immediate headache that like cannot be fixed with ibuprofen at that point.
Well, I think you actually might be a pussy.
Yeah, you're a pussy. Shut up.
I've changed my mind. That guy at Lakeside had a point.
Yeah, he's based.
God damn it.
Can I pull up this Kyle Larson photo you tweeted? I didn't realize he keeps like a BMX bike hanging
Dude, that's
off
why
the
I put
back
on there
of
his
his
little pit bike he tools around on. Yeah, that's how they store it. That was like
it's
5
hanging on the
seconds after
back
they
of
rolled
his
it off the
sprint
trailer.
car like a fucking bike rack.
Yeah, that was maybe 5 seconds after they got done rolling it out of the trailer. So that's how they
Beats
rolled
the
it around
hell
on
out
the
of that
road.
little electric scooter.
Yeah, does Kyle just rip around on that thing?
No, yeah, he doesn't have the electric thing. That's how these guys stay in shape. Yeah, that's why I'm a fat ass, because I got the electric thing carrying my my tub of lard around. He's got the
every
mechanical
once in a
bike,
while, just biffing it at Road America.
just face planting onto the fucking gravel, heading to the porta potties.
The
No, I'm
fucking
fine.
Indy
I'm fine.
500 station sniper up on the roof, ready to just get anybody. As soon as they saw Cody's fucking electric scooter at the gates, they were like, "Kill that dude! Just fucking get him!"
Aim for the tires. No, fucking take his head out.
It's like Brad Pitt in the movie Fury. He's like, yeah, you see that guy? Kill that guy.
just pulling the Kyle Busch at Road America
Kill
just
that
after
guy.
getting concussed in the gravel. Everything's great. Everything's great. Just
Yeah.
fucking Cody was like, "Are you okay?" Yeah.
Got blood running down his
Everything's
face.
great.
He's like, I'm good. I'm good.
No, he's like, I know. I'm like, okay.
At that point, I was so blitzed. I just remember looking at Cody, see the blood running down his face. I was like, well, he says he's good. He must be good. All right, I'm gonna keep drinking.
Slap was also barely there, but there. I just remember you like in a chair, wrapped in a Brad flag, just chilling.
Dude, I cannot emphasize how careful I am now, just on the slightest curve now. Like if there's any sort of like dust or gravel, because I swear to God, I did not turn fast at all. It was just the slightest curve, and it just stepped out with the loose gravel underneath it. Just, like I wasn't
You'll never
going
make it
fast.
as
I
a
wasn't
dirt
driving
track
reckless.
driver, Cody. You gotta steer into it, man.
Listen, there's a reason. People have asked me. It's like, oh, would you want to like drive those things? Like, fucking hell no. Like those guys are animals. Those are death traps. There's a reason why I'm behind the camera, not behind the wheel. Like I'm fine where I'm at. I'm happy where I'm at. I'll keep filming the action, not risking my own life.
Trace drove one time. He had like a family friend or something or other had like a sprint car. He did a few laps in. It was like a low level thing.
Damn.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. It sounds scary as hell. All right, let's go to.
I have a submission. Hold on.
Ooh.
Oh
Animals.
my god.
What, dude? This is the best segment on the show.
Dude,
It's
slap.
just it's
Last
11 p.m.
second
He's just pissed.
Buzzer beater.
He's just, yeah, he just gets pissed at any new submission. How about instead of speaking up, maybe fix your fucking focus on your camera, Slap? It's been out of focus
How
for the last
about you
45
kill
minutes.
yourself and die?
Okay. Yeah, Raz meter. Anyways,
Yeah.
Oh god.
I have a bone to pick. Well, hey, Cody reminded me too. Just people that are dicks in general. Like it's not really a long story, but people that are just for no reason. Yeah, bye.
Probably
bitch.
some pee, honestly. No one
Like,
Trying to
restarting
fix
his
the
camera.
Goddamn camera.
Yeah.
go pee.
But no,
dum-dum.
yeah, just people that are dicks for no reason. Cause like my job, I literally like stand at the door and like say hi and grab your, like I'm a little cart bitch at the front of the store. And there was this one lady today, like as I was taking her car, I was like, you know, just like cordial and polite and was like, hey, like I can get that card out of your way. And she was like, I can't believe this is like job security for someone. I was like, bitch, I'll come beat your fucking ass. Like I'll come kill you. You fucking want to mouth off to me.
What a weird
Anyways.
comment to make.
I know it was a weird comment, but no, the real Animal Planet, its actual animal is I don't know. I might be weird because like I love animals. I love my dog. I would do anything for my dog. I'm not bringing
Oh,
this
I
bitch
know.
into a public setting. People that bring their dogs into grocery stores, not only bring them in, but place them and like plop them down in the cart where everybody's shit is. Like you need to be euthanized. Like all that your dog has on is like a little like Amazon harness that says service dog. That shit is not a service dog. Your little fucking rat is not a service dog. Get that thing out of the cart. Just
Dude,
like crawling around, barking at people, just pissed. Fucking. Oh, I can't stand it.
I almost mouthed off to a fucking loose dog owner the other day. Just these animals. I was on the bike yesterday. Going probably like what 30-ish kilometers an hour. Someone do the math. Like ripping down this like
Dog. Oh no.
like a pretty open trail.
Uh-oh.
And it's like a proper, like they call it a multi-use trail, and there's a lot of runners, a lot of bikers, and dudes will just rip up and down this thing. And there's this family with just a loose dog, like a dinky little dog, and I'm ripping down this thing, and there's a guy right behind me, and of course they're like looking away and just being weird and like fucking off, and
Not
then
being aware of their
the
surroundings.
dog just like runs for my tires, and I didn't have to like dodge it or anything because it kind of like jumped behind me. But I was worried about the guy behind me, but apparently he got through okay. And they're like, oh my god, I'm sorry. I was almost like, you're literally gonna cause an accident, you're gonna kill your dog, you're gonna like break someone's shoulder doing this, and for what? to go down a multi-use trail without like having a leash, having your dog on a leash? Like, how hard can it be?
Yeah, dude, they don't want to fucking carry the leash. It's
Yeah, like you're literally gonna cause an accident. I don't understand it. I don't get it.
There's just in general too much public acceptance of people bringing their animals places. Leave it at your fucking house, like everybody else, like every civilized human being on the planet. Like, unless you need it for like a medical reason, like a legitimate reason to have an animal out in public with you, leave it at home. We don't want to see it. We don't want to hear it. We don't want to acknowledge its existence.
And go to the goddamn dog park where they have a little fenced in area, and then you take them off the leash and you let them run around and socialize and shit, and then you walk them home on a goddamn leash. Ugh.
Dude, I delivered to a fucking office complex where they allow people to bring their dogs to the office, and of course, like out in front of it, you have to use the walkway.
Every day?
Yeah, like you have to use the walkway to go to like the office from the parking lot because the grass over there has got shit all in it.
They don't even clean up after their dogs.
Apparently, it says like, "Oh, there's no poop fairy. Clean up your dog's poop." And then, of course, nobody fucking listens to that because nobody wants to deal with it.
Thank you for reminding me.
Why are you moaning at that?
What?
I was like, I'm moaning with rage, dude. Fucking someone, I don't know who, and I need to like set up. I mean, DT, you remember like the layout of my house, so I'm not gonna like describe it too much, but you know, like where I am, and then there's the front house, right?
Yeah.
Someone in that yard, like in the little sidewalk. What's up, Ben?
Hi, Ben.
Someone in that little grassy area between the sidewalk and the street up front there's just been piles of dog shit appearing. I don't own a dog.
Specifically on that front yard.
Yeah, that little part. I don't own a dog. The neighbor up front in the lower unit doesn't own a dog, and the neighbor up front in the upper unit doesn't own a dog. Someone in this neighborhood is just picking our little strip of grass like 3 feet by like 12 feet.
Sitting
like,
on your
oh,
lawn.
this is a great place for my dog. This is just our little personal shit spot of grass, not picking it up. And like one time I could imagine it being an isolated incident. It's been at least 4 or 5 times now.
That specifically is base. That is incredibly
No,
base.
like it's one of those moments where I swear to
we wronged anyone in the neighborhood.
I'm just gonna stop talking so I don't incriminate it myself. That's all I'm gonna say.
It's the neighbors getting tired of
you go
all of
like
the screaming.
You go like full medieval siege. You just put like caltrops like out in the fucking grass.
I just hunt down the first person I see walking their dog, and if they're unable to present any plastic bags that they have, just execute them on the spot.
Dude.
No, it's definitely your neighbor who's like, oh, this is the house that always screams at 3 a.m. about Fall Guys.
All right,
sit
get
on
the
their
leash.
lawn.
These people back here
Cody's
definitely
neighbor.
deal drugs, but that's a story for a different day.
To Cody's
Shout out to
neighbors,
Milwaukee.
next time you're walking your dog, instead of that little strip, take your dog up to the front porch and just right on the fucking doormat. Just take a shit.
Oh, that's my neighbors, so that won't be me. So I ain't
Go into your
front porch.
house and find the fucking kitchen floor and just go.
I'll go into your mouth.
Ben, do you have any Animal Planet to contribute?
Not off the top of my head, unfortunately.
All right, good, because
Other than
sounds like we've heard
these
enough.
guys.
Is that the
What the fuck is
title?
Caleb
Right there?
even laughing at?
I think the title might be reaching Loose Dogs 4 territory, honestly.
Oh no, not Loose Dogs 4.
Loose Dogs 4. I'll go
Or
in
I'll
your
come
mouth.
in your mouth.
I didn't say. I said I'll go.
He said he'll go in your mouth. Jesus
oh, fuck, my
Christ.
bad.
As in referring to where I'm going to place the dog shit. I mean, but you're it's up
I'll
to
shoot in your
interpretation
mouth.
however you want.
Cody, can I
Jesus
leak
Christ.
our last 2 DMs that would make me think?
No, you cannot leak.
Hold on, let me see what they are first.
No,
I legit
Cody's
don't even
mouth.
remember. I legit don't even remember.
Never mind.
I mean, I probably won't care. I just want to make sure. Oh yeah, sure, yeah, of course. Let's just make sure.
Your
it wasn't
mom's in my
anything
DMs.
incriminating.
Your wife's in your DMs.
Never mind. Just move on as fast as
whatever.
possible. Please.
All right, we're going to the damn media/sports check-in, which we don't have a theme song for. That's Ben's fault.
Ben.
We have AI music now.
I'm not putting
Oh,
AI
fuck.
music on the podcast.
The Rast and the Rizless strikes again.
Oh shit! Yeah, I went on a fucking crazy splurge and then never touched it again. Cody
Have
likes
any
and
of-
plump is my favorite.
Have any of you boomers started watching Fallout yet?
I started watching it, but I'm an
Dude.
boomer, so
Dude, last week I told you guys I was gonna go watch it.
Mhm.
you passed out.
Place bets on how long it took for me to actually pass out.
Oh my god.
5
minutes.
minutes.
15.
2.
20 minutes.
37.
I caught myself dozing off and I opened my eyes 3.5 minutes into the show.
Oh my god,
All right,
dude.
what do I win?
The nukes hadn't even gone off yet.
The last thing I remember, she was like holding up her thumb or something, and then I passed out. I was like, "That's my god."
Jesus Christ. All right, well, I guess we won't be hearing your opinion on
Dracula Flow Part 5 dropped. It is the most base thing ever.
that. What is it?
Dracula Flow.
What's Dracula Flow?
It's this fucking like southern dude who's just like dressed up as Dracula, his bald ass head. They like Sharpie on like a widow's peak on there. And he just starts dropping bars. And then like every single episode, like the widow's peak gets a little bit more aggressive. Like now it's like on like the bridge of his nose.
Sound like some white
Vegeta
people
from Dragon
shit.
Ball Z.
Yeah, so-
I just looked this up. This is what in God? How do you find
It
This sounds white as
like, It
hell.
looks like it was fucking filmed in like 2009 on like a $30 camcorder from Walmart.
It's just the mental image.
I
of
will
you
not be
watching
clicking
whatever
on
this
this,
is.
but this is the most slap fucking thing I've ever seen in my
Oh
life,
my
dude.
Oh yeah, that did pull up in my feed for some reason. I did not click on it.
It has 1.5 million views this week.
It's in the algorithm because I saw that.
All right.
It gets
In your
low
algorithm,
range.
maybe.
Okay, the first letters go.
What
But I
the
will say for
fuck?
media
Ed-
checking, as
Ed
far as
knows
YouTube
about it.
videos,
Oh.
Empleman had a good video on Moore, Oklahoma about the
Oh yeah, yeah.
two F5s. That was a good one. What else? I'm just scrolling through my
There's
feed.
a new Let Me Know video.
The Let Me Know video was sick.
Dude, I was like a few drinks in and they start talking about how cryptography works and I'm like my eyes are like glazing over. I'm just like this video, it like I love Let Me Know's shit. That would just was not for me.
No, it was a great video to like watch, be like, oh, I'm smart. Now I learned things, and then forget about it like 10 minutes later.
No, yeah. I was.
But you get the
so I
little
went through
dopamine hit
and-
where your brain's like, yes.
Yeah,
I
it's
put
like
two
it's
and
like
two
working
together.
for once.
Yeah. But then
I-
it's
like,
just completely gone.
I had my AirPods in, and because I went through, I redid all my cables, so it's not like completely Animal Planet anymore.
Wow.
But I just had that listening like the entire time. I listened to the Implement and the Let Me Know video back to back, so I spent like an hour and a half just jamming. Both were really good videos. Plus, the Implement video is perfect. Because I've been big on like the weather bug recently, like in the past like week or so.
There's been all these fucking crazy tornado videos.
Yeah,
going
tis
up,
the
that's why.
season.
Well, yeah, I'm trying to ramp myself up because we're supposed to get fucking tornadoes tomorrow down here. But
We're supposed to get it overnight. You know, Ohio has the most tornadoes out of all the states so far this year.
yeah,
Yeah, I
y'all
think
got
you're
rocked
about to,
earlier today too.
you're about to get
Well,
what we
that's
just
what's
got.
coming to me.
I was keeping an eye on it at work. Because I saw it was rolling into Ohio. I saw how far it was from you. It's like 2.5 hours, something like that. But
Yep, so I might be staying awake.
Did you
yeah,
see that
Michigan
Damn.
got fucked. Oklahoma got fucked yesterday. Oklahoma actually, everybody had gone to bed. Like they were declaring the event yesterday a bust. Like yesterday, the radar readings were like it was like a generational storm day is what they were talking about. Like it's gonna be like a once in a lifetime type event or something. And it was like
Like Ryan
8
Priest's
p.m.
flip.
and nothing had happened. So everybody was like, all right, like fuck this, like this is stupid. And then literally at like 9 p.m. fucking just tornado emergency, fucking EF4 just literally demolished a town. Like fuck, what is it called? I can find it, but
Oh, yeah,
like,
you were
literally
randomly tweeting about weather in Oklahoma the other night.
yeah, I just said my thoughts were with everybody because I was live watching the radar and just watching their town get wiped off the map. Barnsdall, Oklahoma. Let me pull up some of this. Here you go, DT, if you want to share this. It's in general. But yeah, their fucking entire city is just reduced to nothing. Like it's
The fucking shark.
Jesus
Oh my
Christ.
God.
Holy fuck.
yeah. So
That just does not exist anymore.
fucking hidden Twitter blue tweets based.
Yeah, I got a plugin for Twitter that hides Twitter blue accounts that have less than a certain number of followers. Just because, dude, it makes the reply section of every popular tweet so much more livable. I was just getting cancer every time. Although I put that NASCAR tweet up today, and like,
Jesus.
3 minutes in, just got a.
Dude, look at that.
What even was that? Trailer? A truck?
Yeah, they're like
Hell,
mobile
like a
homes
big
and
ass
shit.
truck.
Did
That's
this
the thing
happen
that-
during the day or at night? Like this
At night. It happened like 10 p.m.
Oh
last
my
night.
That's
God.
fucked up.
I want to post a link,
All right, do so.
but it's a video. So, but it, like for the template of the show, it'd work better for crazy videos. But no, it'd probably be better just to show it now, since
Yeah,
we're
show it right now. It's in crazy
talking
fucking
about.
videos.
What is this?
Maybe throw it like muted so it doesn't get picked up.
On
This is from like
AccuWeather
last
account?
week's outbreak. Don't skip too much because it happens
Yeah,
fucking
well,
quick.
Where is this?
Lincoln,
Oh,
Nebraska.
Lincoln, Nebraska. It says. Oh, is it just some parking lot
shit.
getting fucking leveled? Oh, there goes the tree. Oh my God, there goes the warehouse
Holy
roof.
shit.
Was this the FedEx distribution?
No,
was
that was today in
Okay.
Michigan.
Oh, by the
God
way,
damn, that thing's gone.
after
Dude,
we
that
watch
building
it,
got deleted.
go back in slow mo, like maybe
Look at the
15 seconds
fucking
back. There is an entire industrial air conditioning unit that just goes whizzing by like it's a fucking piece of paper. It's like you skipped it. You went.
I see a bunch of barrels go flying.
You'll
through.
see it's
oh, there
right
it is.
there.
Oh, there it is.
That
hit
is
some
an
of the cars.
industrial air conditioner unit just flying like it's a fucking toy.
Oh, I see the window of the car we're in broke.
Dude, all that shit is crazy. Like, it blows my mind that you'll see damage like that, and that's like an EF3. Like,
Dude, and that's like 2 seconds. It's like in, out, and then just everything's demolished.
That's
See you
exactly
later.
Look at it. It's not even that big.
Dude, that
Even the-
car was like 20 feet difference between a cracked windshield and being fucking totaled.
well, that's
And
the
being
thing
thrown
too.
into the next zip code.
Yeah, Implement put that out too. That was kind of blowing my mind. Like the time frame of the Moore EF5, dude, it's literally like it's on the ground for like 30 minutes, and in 30 minutes, holy shit! Like, just imagine like having a storm, getting in your thing, and literally 30 minutes later, everything you know and love is just gone.
That's why you should back up your data in a separate location.
Here's the other one I was thinking of too. I was actually wanting to send you two. This is
Is it
one
a
I saw, I think,
Cownado?
today or yesterday.
Dude, yeah, fucking F1 cow NATO.
We need to go flying
Skip
cows.
to like 20 seconds. So we don't have to watch the whole thing.
Dude, being caught on the road in one of these is fun.
Oh, yeah, you're fucked. You're literally turned into a missile.
He's panicked at this point. He's just trying to
yeah,
fucking.
Oh my God.
Yeah, which way do you turn?
Yeah. Oh,
Well,
oh,
the
The
wind-
tornadoes
wind
the
keeps you-
tornadoes deciding that for you
Yeah.
now.
Holy
This is-
shit.
I would just
These-
duck and cover at this
Yeah,
point.
that's what you got to do is you duck and cover, because everything flying through the air at this point, it can be as small as like literally a pin at this point. Like
Go
at
like
these
a minute
speeds will turn into a
25
missile.
now. That's pretty much it until he turns around, and there's just casually just fucking.
These are the worst too because they're rain wrapped. You can't see them.
oh,
Hey, what's up, dude?
Holy shit.
Jesus.
cars getting flipped. These videos make me so thankful to live in a place where all it does is snow, and it doesn't like we don't get tornadoes,
There's
we
a
don't get
video like that.
hurricanes.
Well,
It's
give
like
it a
in my
decade.
hometown.
That's true. Those-
Tornado Alley's gonna start.
Yeah, like
spreading up to
those are
Toronto.
this. Those are like the scariest tornadoes when it's like total whiteout, just raining everywhere, like hard as fuck. You can't even see which direction it's coming from or where it's going. And
The one that
that'd just be scary as fuck.
the one that blows my mind, like I can't even fathom seeing it, is the 2013 El Reno tornado. The one it was 2.5 miles wide in diameter, the entire tornado. Like I can't imagine looking at that, and it's just like all you see is this fucking tornado.
I'm assuming you guys have seen that video. I won't link it because like people fucking died in the video. So it's that one where some dude's just filming a tornado from off in the distance from the upstairs, and it's just unknowingly it's just coming right fucking for him. And that I will never forget that sound in that video when it just starts clipping the microphone from how fucking loud it is.
To any Shrimp Hours viewers who may be on the road and find themselves in a tornado, never park on an interstate like an underpass, because that will make it just exponentially worse, because all that air will get funneled under the tunnel and it'll make it just 10 times worse for yourself. And also you increase your chances of getting rear-ended because nobody can see shit, and it's just a bad situation to be in. So don't do it.
So what's the alternative? Just
go into a ditch.
Fucking
dive into a ditch.
You're gonna end up in a
Kiss
ditch.
your ass goodbye.
Either way. Yeah, fucking.
Start practicing your stretching so you can.
Yeah, get ready to learn projectile missile, buddy.
God.
Yeah, get ready.
One more thing
learn
for
living room.
media check-in is there is a second episode of the Amazing Digital Circus.
Oh,
I haven't watched that.
That show actually exists.
It's really good. It's really good.
I'm glad
really
that popped you, Cody.
That's such a weird format where they drop an episode every fucking year, and I'm supposed to remember what happened in the previous
They
one.
put out the pilot, and then they wanted to see how good that does, and then once it does pretty well, they're gonna like start dropping episodes like pretty regularly.
Good.
Get ready to learn living room.
I've been watching Clarkson's Farm because they just came out with season 3. They dropped the first half of it last week, and the second half of it's coming out next week. I like that show. I don't think anyone else here watches it though. But it's like non-scripted Jeremy Clarkson, which I do enjoy.
I'm sorry, GT. I can't hear you over the incessant cackling.
Dude, Cody and Caleb have just been on one today. It's like the second time tonight where they just start giggling together.
It's this hive mind of just stupidity.
We found the two people that share one fucking brain cell here.
All right, let's read some emails.
We share a bond you guys can only dream of.
It's true.
Wash your fucking hand, Slap.
Send them guys.
I want to say something, I can't say it.
Say it. Comment.
Don't say it.
Welcome to fan mail.
DT's gonna be so angry if he has to.
DT's gonna have to edit it, and it's gonna be. This is gonna come out Tuesday.
Yeah,
Shout out to Jim Utter.
We're gonna shut Slap up real quick because we got 13 emails this week.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I'm going to bed.
Oh no.
Your camera's focus went to bed a while ago.
If you have questions, comments, concerns,
Even though we complain, keep sending them in,
interesting
guys.
things, send them to shrimphourspresents@gmail.com. Help Caleb expend
I didn't know we had
energy.
13 viewers.
Grease that shit.
All right. God damn. All right, we'll try and get through these. Okay.
Beat her on like
No, we still have to like get through.
Yeah, we
them.
have to talk to them. We have to be intimate.
Why
I know
did
one
you make
person
it
would
gay?
like that.
Fourth down and 9.
All right. Luke writes in. He says, "Hi Shrimps, thanks for all the info about Road America. I took the path near the Kettle Bottoms and Canada Corner last year up to the go-kart track and went to the little overlook up there. Couldn't see the kink very well, but I did not know about the way outside the track. All right, have fun, Luke." Peyton writes in and says, subject line, "Appreciate the bullying." Peyton says, "Hello again, Shrimps.
Anytime.
Caleb didn't manage to scare me off last week, so I'm testing my luck again. I listened to the podcast on my birthday, and I got a good laugh from Caleb ranting at me. I do agree, however, even as a Canuck fan, that most Canuck fans need the shit beat out of them.
Bitch.
Taken out back and beat with a lead pipe," as Slap would say. All right. I do have a question for you, and I hope it hasn't already been asked. What is your dream racing event to attend? Any series, but just one that you'd want to go to more than any other. Peyton says his would be the Canadian Grand Prix or the Indy 500. Thanks for a great podcast, boys, and thanks from Nanaimo, the shittiest town in BC. I've been there; it's very nice.
Go
Cool.
to the Indy
It's on an
500.
island.
It's
Yeah,
you can
Indy
do it,
500.
and it's incredible.
Was that your like number one event that you would want to go to, though?
If you
does
haven't
it have
been
to
to
be
yet, you
motorsports?
need to. If it's
Yeah,
if the answer
motorsports.
is something I haven't been to yet, I'd want to do that Bathurst fucking 24. That'd be sick.
Yeah,
It's 12, but
Bathurst,
yeah.
Monaco
camp
would be
there in the
cool if I had
Le
money.
Mans. I feel like
yeah,
24 at Daytona would be sick too.
Isle of Man.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
Isle of Man, that is one.
If you
want to
watch people die, sure, that thing's fucked.
No, you watched what the biggest balls on the fucking planet look like.
that is
Going
exactly
by
where you see.
300 kilometers an hour.
I would want to go to the rally of Monte Carlo.
Mm.
I think that'd be pretty
Mm.
base, just setting off
Cars
fireworks with
rip
the
them out.
boys in the middle of the night as the cars go ripping by.
I feel like the Indy 500 is my answer, but a close second would be the NASCAR Cup Series at Kansas specifically.
You want to go to Kansas?
Shill. That's a Mamba ass reply. All right. Shlomo writes in, howdy shrimps, long time no write. I heard Rusty Broussard mention last episode about, wait, what? Oh, I heard Rusty Broussard mention last episode about Stafford redoing the bathrooms, and as someone who was pissed in the previous versions, thank God. Before, all they had were like 6 porta potties and a bathroom with 1 stall and a long ass bench where like 5 dudes just get their shrimps out next to each other and let them rip. Anyways, I'd like to bring up the food quality of my college's dining hall. It is some of the worst I've ever seen. I've got food poisoning twice in 1 week, and some of the food just doesn't look edible, as in the following pictures. Have a good one from the number one
Is it
Caleb
on
hater
paper
Shlomo.
plates?
There are 2 pictures, no paper plates, but first of all, we've got biscuits
oh my
and
God.
supposedly gravy.
That's
Just
not
looks
gravy.
Gravy.
That's not breakfast
It's
gravy.
vom.
That is
It's
not
vomit.
breakfast
That's
gravy.
what it is. Someone
It
yacked
looks
on
like
your
cat
biscuits.
throw up.
As a
That
biscuits
literally is.
and gravy enthusiast, that does not look that.
And the
It looks
second
like it
photo.
looks like I gave my cat sausage gravy and they puked it out on the fucking biscuits.
Here's the second photo. Is the pizza situation.
Oh,
That's
It's just-
tough.
the wallpaper's coming
Where-
up, bro.
Where's
This
the
is a-
sauce?
This is a 2-ply pizza.
That is
With
literally
no
fucking
sauce.
wallpaper.
Where's the
sauce?
Are they drinking apple juice with that too? Oh, that's an all-time tough meal.
Yuck.
That's probably
That is-
piss.
Thanks for sending that in. Shlomo.
That pizza is rancid. Imagine showing that to a fucking Italian
I didn't,
dude.
dude. I didn't think we could top the vomit gravy, but
Yeah, if you
Imagine showing that to like like a pizza guy over in like New York or something. He would just
Like a
like
fucking
lose his
bird.
he would lose his fucking mind and just like would just be rambling incoherently, would just commit a jihad.
if you
Pizza
are
jihad, that's the title.
I don't think it is.
I don't know if it is.
If you
Don't
or a
get to
loved
the
one are affected by
self-declared.
gross food, please send us an email and a picture
Send
of
that,
it.
guys.
ShrimpHoursPresents at
Oh, I didn't hit the
gmail.com.
button. Oh.
There he goes.
All right, our good friend from Down Under, Andrew R. writes in. He says, "Evening, all y'all. Apparently, NASCAR has a personality problem where the drivers don't seem to have any.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Apparently,
Yeah. Now that
Yeah,
Kevin
Ryan
Harvick is
Blaney was
retired, and Kyle Busch went from heel face turn into boredom, I agree. Kyle Busch has been completely irrelevant the past couple of years.
Yeah,
Because
he's
he doesn't,
right.
he doesn't get results on the racetrack, so who gives a fuck about it?
Even
And Joey
RCR
Logano,
certainly doesn't help, I'm sure.
Joey Logano, who was the annoying little shit, has turned into the elder statesman who's left. Chase Elliott has no personality, neither does Ty Gibbs.
Got the
And he says,
owner of the
Kyle-
closest finish.
Kyle Larson had his slur incident. So who's left? Moreover, who could possibly convincingly do a face heel turn and become the bad man? Is it Denny by default? Thank you from Andrew R. I think
I was
Denny's
going to
fully
say
done
Denny.
it.
It's
he's fully
definitely
done
Denny.
it.
There's
And
no
he's
question.
he embraced the Netflix show, which I think showed it off like better than ever. But him doing the like I beat your favorite driver, the like whatever, doing the
His
booze, like he's the new
podcast.
Kyle Busch, and the podcast. Yeah. Does anyone else have any interesting personality in the NASCAR Cup Series?
No.
Harrison
If-
Burton.
I don't even know what his voice sounds like.
That's true.
I don't think I've ever
If
heard it
NASCAR
before.
was based, William Byron, after winning like his 7th race of the year, would get out of the car and tell everybody to just go fuck themselves. But he's not, and he's a Hendrick Motorsports little shill, so he never will. But if we
He's
can
a good little church boy.
yeah, if we can get somebody like on that like Hendrick Gibbs, like imagine somebody was there to go against Denny and also be a heel. Like imagine if Kyle Larson got out of the car and was like, "Hey Denny, like fuck you." Like that would be the most base thing in the history of NASCAR.
Yeah, it's weird because there's kind of like rivalries where like, you know, Larson and Denny have gotten together and like Ross and Denny have gotten together, but there's never been like substance. I don't know. NASCAR sucks. All right, the next email comes in from Keegan, who says, "Hey Shrimps, it's been a while, but I've come back with a little bit of a life update. First of all, 3 people have just walked into my work dressed as the 3 main drivers of Talladega Nights, which is as I'm writing this email. Interesting. I'm also the guy you heard a few months ago that my girlfriend wrecked my car. Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I haven't since gotten a new one. I'm about 3 months out from going to prom with her, and she's repaying me by taking me to California." Okay.
All right.
Okay.
I would have rather a car.
Fuck California, yeah.
What
Tell her to
part
go
of
get a car.
California?
Yeah. California will be there. I need transportation, honey.
I haven't watched the last 4 episodes of Shrimp Hours, but I was wishing for a better flip at Talladega. Brad should have won, and Xfinity at Texas is based, but Ryan Sieg won. Fair. I can't wait for the upcoming season 3 from Keegan. Thank you.
Damn.
Yeah, get her to buy you a new car. The fuck. All right. Bill writes in. Bill says, "Holy fuck."
Bill.
He says, "Who's going to Miami and paying hundreds of dollars for a bottle of Jack? I can get fucked up for $7 at my local bottle store and fire that bottle out of a potato cannon onto the track literally 6 miles from my house. F1 stands for fucktards 1. Thanks, Bill." Good
Do we
email.
have to bleep that?
There's the title.
He said it,
F1
not
is
us.
for fucktards.
Luke writes in again. He says, "Lando won. We got to win other than Max, and no members of my family had to die for it. This is
I was
amazing."
to ask that. Yeah, I don't believe him. Who did this kid sacrifice for us to get a Lando win?
Yeah, there's some neighbor he's not telling us about.
Just every time someone other than Max wins, just fucking call the police. Go to this kid's house, dude.
It's one on the
Yeah,
missing person.
check the basement.
His neighborhood.
Mr. Ass writes in. He says, "I went to Ace Speedway for the first time for the Cars Tour race, and I had a
You
pretty
hear
good
Blake?
time." I'm assuming so.
Hope it
'cause,
wasn't a couple weeks ago.
No.
No, it
been.
wasn't. It was for Cars Tour. He said, "The bathrooms suck ass. The locks barely work, and the stalls are so damn short. I was taking a shit, and multiple people opened my stall during the shit.
Yeah.
So I had to grab the
Yep.
top of the stall door while I was sitting, so nobody walked in." Also, I got a picture with Carson
the feeling,
Quample
buddy.
in Victory Lane, and he let me keep the checkered flag. So that's kind of cool, I guess.
Oh yeah.
Also, no Bowman Gray because it rained.
So that's
And he
worth
says,
getting diddled in the bathroom stall.
Yeah, I've been in
Slaps
plenty of
there.
I've been in plenty of stalls at dirt tracks where there is no latch. You literally just have to like hold it from underneath, to, like,
God.
make sure no one fucking like pulls it open.
All that to
So-
watch shitty dirt racing that takes long and is inefficient and is just bad in general.
We had one of the greatest, most entertaining races of all year the other night, and it was done in 7 minutes. We talk about NASCAR races being 400 or 500 miles. There's an insanely entertaining dirt race that was done in 7 minutes and 42 seconds.
NASCAR literally
yeah,
just
after
put on the
3
greatest show in the
hours of
history of man.
provisional nonsense.
Yeah, where you
Anyway.
can go get some food and get some drinks and use the restroom and not
All
miss
With
right,
any
stage
now we're
breaks
on.
and
so
not
far.
miss any
Everyone.
and not miss
Oh,
any
that's
on-track
Raz.
activities. I'm sorry, my experience at Bristol is so much better. Where I wanted to get a single fucking bottle of water and missed 150 fucking laps. Fuck Bristol. It's not even there was a long line either. They were just so fucking slow. There's like 3 people.
Karen H.
Mike,
Gaming
play the
music.
button.
Mike's tapping out.
I ordered a BLT, literally the simplest thing you could fucking order. Just gotta get some crispy bacon with that.
It's
bitch,
been
'cause I
too
don't like
long.
chewy, rubbery bacon. They had it on the pan for 2
He's
seconds.
gone.
It was a fucking he's a rubber. It's like,
Fuck
what
you
is
guys,
it?
you know I'm right.
A medium cup. Why are you guys booing me? I'm right. Inside an empty large cup.
One of the housekeeping people. She worked there.
Big summer sausage fan.
I'm a big summer sausage fan.
That's been awesome
It's my
playing
favorite
it.
part of that entire thing. Just little Cody.
You're right. It's perfectly reasonable to miss 150 laps of on-track activity for wanting a bottle
Yeah,
of water
because
when there's like
that's-
3 people in line
sucks.
in front of you.
Hey, Mr. Strawman, I didn't say that. I just said dirt tracks are ass, and you didn't disagree. So
Listen, I'm just saying it takes around the same distance between the start of the night's program to the end as a normal NASCAR race does. Meanwhile, there's plenty of gaps where you can go do your
Yeah,
things
but
and not
dirt
miss any
racing
on-track
sucks.
activity.
All right,
No, you're just
Mr.
stupid
S.
and closed-minded and
Mr. S also said the Kansas race was great, but James Small needs to be fired and put in a dark room with lots of spiders. It's true. Truex would have had that if he didn't take 4, and he still managed to finish 4th. All right, Kyle writes in. We've got.
He's washed.
Yeah, it's true. Brad also. Yeah, what the hell? Kyle says, hello again. It's been a while. I just wanted to say some things I've been thinking about for the last few weeks. On the topic of double headers, I think Atlanta would be a great spot. That'd be kind of cool.
Can they bring enough cars down there for that?
hear me out.
That's
Hear me out. I
true.
got the master plan. To appease both bases, we need a Saturday or maybe a Friday night Chicagoland Cup race, and then Sunday take us to the streets, baby. We're going fucking doubleheader in Chicago. Get everybody. It would be based.
That would be kind of based. He
No, you
says,
could do a double header at Atlanta.
Ah.
You put the super speedway package on the first night, and then you do
Dude,
the high horsepower one the second night.
Oh my God! Send the Cup cars fucking 240 into one. I would, dude. You would have to throw a caution every 2 minutes just from the amounts of liquid coming from the stands, dude.
we'll get another blowover at Atlanta. Again.
Jesus
Based.
Christ. He
Something's
says
gonna blow all right.
he says he liked that at the Chicago street race the cars weren't completely planted to the ground and that NASCAR should have a minimum ride height rule, so they have less downforce and they are harder to drive. Also mentioned that I don't know, I forget when we talked about this, but he says carbonated milk tastes mostly like Perrier but wasn't too bad.
You tried carbonated milk?
I have a drink to talk about. I
Uh-oh.
during game
DT, you will
3 of
not
the
elaborate.
Leafs.
Elaborate.
Yes. I was coerced into this dude from fucking, I think he's from Alberta, coerced us into buying and having at the bar a Jaeger milk,
Oh,
which sounds horrifying because it's literally, it's like a Jaeger bomb. It's like a little cup with that much milk in it, and then you put a Jaeger shot into it. Genuinely fantastic.
I can
Like-
actually say from personal experience, like they're actually not that bad. They're pretty good.
Like honestly, I was a little bit drunk at this point too, but honestly, you get no like Jaeger kick. Like there's no just like afterwards, and the milk just like smooths it out. Genuinely fantastic. Makes no sense though. It sounds gross. All right. Kyle also says that he wants a T-shirt of the Brad throwback, and Daytona should go back to the 4th of July. Because it was tradition, and seeing the patriotic schemes under the lights at the most prestigious track
Dude.
was amazing.
Rusty had the meta. He
I
had the
guess
meta.
so.
No, put Daytona back on July 4th weekend like God intended, and then our regular season finale, just take us to Atlanta and rip it around Atlanta.
I thought
Okay.
Rusty's meta was finishing the season at Daytona.
Oh yeah. For the record, to go back to
Uh,
one thing that guy said, the reason they can't have the normal ride height at Chicago is if they did, they would destroy the underside of the cars and all the
Yeah, 'cause they
fucking
gotta go-
potholes.
They got to go up and down those bridge things too.
Those fucking destroyed streets that
Take the
city
fucking
has.
diffuser off of them. That's where you start with it.
He also wrote an entire
Fucking piece of
paragraph
shit
about
car.
how NASCAR should work, and respectfully, I will not be reading all of this.
Ah, who cares?
It's a
We
bunch of like
probably agree, though.
restart, playoff tire wear. Yeah, you're right.
Take some assassinations at the top.
He says, "Hope you're all doing good. Sad to see it's the last episode. Wash your hands, slap." We got another Mongols email. That weirdo.
Can I go back to like April of 2022 and just go back in time?
I
and
retract
just,
my statement.
just,
Wash your
just
hands.
actually wash my hands
That's all you had to do.
in the
was wash your
30-degree
hands.
weather.
No one
Maybe-
forced you to tell us that you didn't wash your
Yeah,
hands either. You just told us that of your own free will.
Maybe don't do animal things, and then you won't have animal consequences.
It's
Yeah, we
true.
decided at that moment to bully you for not washing your hands, and it has worked amazingly well. And now you'll
See,
wash your
kids,
hands.
bullying does
We've done
work.
better for the world.
Jesus.
The
I hope
weird.
you all get food poisoning.
Wow, dude, who says that?
Yeah, we just need to go
I
to that
say
one
that because y'all
college
pieces of
cafeteria. Just need to get some pizza. That
Dude,
Yeah,
double
go to
ply
Shlomo's
pizza.
college, get some 2-ply pizza.
that reminded me.
That's the podcast
cat
title.
vom
Two-ply
gravy.
pizza.
That reminded me. I haven't checked Ed's comment section in a little bit.
Oh, God.
We have new
Oh,
death
no.
rumors as of
Ooh.
8 days ago.
This is the
hold
Ed
on.
comment check-in, where we check the
What
comments
was
on
he in
Ed's
prison for
most
this
recent
time?
video.
Apparently, burglars have broken into his home and murdered him.
Who said
There's
that?
another comment that says, "Dude, R.I.P." At sodomization says, "How do you know he has passed?" And this guy said, "It's kind of a joke in savage way. I hate to explain jokes, bruh. I said this to wake him up. Please don't take this the wrong way." So
Oh, it's just some kid.
I do love at sodomization though in Ed's comments.
All right, this weird.
Sodomizer.
The Mongols email says. I don't know the meta. He says, "Is KYS Caleb's favorite Korean boy band?" Because Caleb loves to say KYS. Have we called for a death in this episode of the podcast
I've
yet?
definitely told
We
somebody to
literally
kill
had
him.
a section where
30
we just
seconds
put-
ago. Where we put
Well, that was just like a
paint
little, like-
schemes in the section of die.
Oh, that's true.
I feel like I
Yeah,
have done
that's-
a
have
very
you
good
forgotten?
job of staying
That's fair.
wound down this episode. I could get wound up, but I'm not going to.
I could.
Dude, it's raining hard as hell. I can hear it.
Yeah, that's what just hit me not that
That's-
long ago. I was coming
That's
towards you.
well, actually, what's hitting DT now is the storms that were hitting Michigan, tearing shit up there. That's what Carson Osevar was tweeting about. I didn't make the connection in my head, but yeah, apparently.
We
Really?
get like a synchronized shrimp death, both shrimps taken away by tornadoes at the same time.
Yeah, mine's fine now. Mine have cleared.
Dude, yeah, tomorrow is the day. We have like literally from the northeastern tip of Texas all the way up to like into Canada is like tornado threats for tomorrow. So
No, it's not
Just
even
the
that bad
tip.
here.
Hmm.
Oh, I can see. I've just pulled up the like weather radar, and it's like a little the
all I'm
whole like
saying,
line that goes across Ohio, just
Yeah.
like touching Ontario now.
if Ben is staying up for the weather, we might need to go deep tonight. I'm talking 5
Oh
a.m.
god. Oh god.
I don't know if I'll be staying up that late.
Look at these nerds.
All right, we got 3 more emails.
Oh my god.
2 of them are from Harley Payne.
Just skip him. Just skip him.
No, you get to pick one of them. Blindly pick one.
He had a hold on. While DT comprehends this email, I gotta commend Harley
I don't know
Payne.
what he's going on about.
Harley
What is
says-
he waffling about?
made
He
his
says,
first
"Fuck
funny
you
joke.
to the
Whoa.
dude that sent the upside down Bulls logo and put my name with that shit." I don't remember who sent that.
What?
I remember
I don't know
something
what
like
he's
the
on
upside
about.
down Bulls
Yeah, what is
logo, and it was like an
Blood
optical
waffling about?
illusion that
Yeah,
like,
what did that
it
have
looks
to do
like
with Harley
something
Payne?
else.
Anyway, he liked NASCAR. He got straight A's in his college semester and is now looking for a summer job. And asked what were our dream jobs as kids. I want to
NASCAR
design
driver.
race cars.
NASCAR camera guy.
I don't want to dox myself, but the storms are a coming.
I mean, that's pretty broad. Like that's the entire country right now.
As
Harley
in, it's like
says,
5 minutes away right now.
I don't. Real fast. On that note,
sure.
I feel like it's a common experience, just like growing up, that you just want to be a fucking NASCAR driver. Like, am I alone in that? Like,
Yeah,
that
no,
was
it's
all that
cool.
was-
It's the same with like little kids who are like, I want to be a firefighter. I want to be an astronaut.
Yeah, but mine continued on until like I was like 15 years old, and I was like, dude, I want to be a NASCAR driver. I never grew up out of it.
My parents didn't have enough money for me to do it.
Yeah, no, I don't think
Yeah,
anybody
most
did.
don't. Harley sent an email tonight, and he said this will probably be an episode 96 and not 95, which is wrong.
Wrong, bitch.
Last year, you guys had the debate if Talladega Nights was a good movie and what impact it had on the sport. Yeah, I remember Slap being incredibly wrong about that.
Yeah, Slap's cringe.
Negative.
And he says, "Oh God, he's talking about
gay."
Dude.
He says he wants to talk about the Cars movie.
Next.
The brain rot kids from Cars is unavoidable. Every clip of NASCAR I see is 30 kids comparing it to that stupid movie. It's absolutely ridiculous how much of a stranglehold Cars has on the minds of people born around and after the release of the movie. Starting to think some of these kids legitimately don't know what influence from real life is."
Rusty brought up a great
I'm
point
sure
about
DT
Cars.
and Cody have their thoughts. I'd love to hear them.
Rusty brought up a great point the last time we spoke about Cars, and it was that NASCAR had to cut like a generational check for that fucking movie to be made. Like, there's no way that naturally like came about just in the peak of their existence.
Yeah,
I mean, whatever it takes to get a certain generation into the sport of NASCAR. I mean, there's probably certain older boomers, older than us, that are looking at the whole video. That are looking at the whole video game generation. It's like, oh, these dumb kids with like it was video games that got them into NASCAR. They're not real fans. It's like, fuck you guys. Yes, we are.
Tom Cruise got me into NASCAR.
That fucking
help me, Oprah Winfrey.
Twitter industry plant kid is literally getting to give the command to the fucking Coke 600 because he made one. You didn't see that? Yeah, he's the grand marshal for the Coke 600 at Charlotte, which we'll be in attendance for.
I maintain because that guy had a decent enough following and didn't have his face on his social media, people bought in.
Who are we talking about?
Like
the Icy Vert,
Icy Vert, that one guy on Twitter.
His picture is literally Jalen Hurts just like doing this. Yeah.
And I don't know if you've seen his face, but he's just like some dude. Like he's just like a kid. But he had the yellow check because he's affiliated with some organization. He had like 20,000 followers. Did he? Yeah, he tweeted this thing, got 100,000 likes, and everyone at NASCAR was like, "Come to our races, come fucking be our grand marshal, like whatever."
If they gave,
and it's just a Twitter kid, but it's a Twitter kid that had enough followers to where he ascended, and all the drivers were DMing. Every dude in the world was DMing this guy.
Yeah.
And now they're all like, "I'll come to our," and he's just a kid. Like he's literally just a kid.
He only has 30,000 followers. Like I
know.
I don't want to be one of those people, but at the same time, I don't
know.
This
Wave the green flag in fucking Charlotte.
Yeah,
Slap, let's be honest. You had those connections, so you started tweeting all your waifu shit. Like, let's be real.
On the flip side, though, I did see people who were like, the guy tweeted like the photo finish from Kansas and put the same thing up, and I saw people who were like, he's a fake fan, this is the only thing he said about this race, he wasn't actually watching. And to that point I'm just like, chill the fuck out. Like,
I don't know. It might
people
be a cringe
are on this
take.
dude's ass for
if you literally
nothing.
If you take all the attention that kid got, and I'm not saying concentrate it, but like put it on people who actually invest and are like passionate about the sport, then
not kids. Yeah,
they might get somewhere. Like, imagine if you just went crazy about NASCAR for fucking ever, for years and years and years, and they like Charlotte Motor Speedway just hit you up and was like, hey, like come be the grand marshal. That would literally be like the thing of a lifetime for you, whereas this fucking kid's gonna be like, oh yeah, I did that one time, like sure, I guess. He's just like, he's not a NASCAR fan, he doesn't get it.
I don't know. Maybe I think he's going to become one because apparently he's good enough at social media to.
Okay, make him a fan through watching the races and not sucking his dick and pulling his pants down to fucking get him at NASCAR races.
Jesus Christ!
All right, I got an idea. Like, what if we just take him up at the pedestrian bridge over there at Charlotte and we just like throw him the fuck off of it?
There's your death threat.
He's probably like watched all your videos recently too, and he's like, "Oh, this guy's great. He knows a lot about NASCAR." And has no idea that on his podcast he just threatened to throw him off.
Having Slap wanting to murder you. That's a badge of honor, honestly.
Jesus Christ! All right, last
we'll give him the old Putin special. You know, he falls from a great height.
My Jesus, dude, what happened? Like, Slap on his videos is all like polite and informational, and then he gets on this podcast and he's just like,
he's got to let it out somewhere.
Like, yeah, like, oh my god,
I mean, a little bit of journalistic purging, and never hurt anybody.
All right, the last email comes
like those
from
Boeing whistleblowers all ended up dead.
It's true. Did you see the official Hitman tweet on that, by the way?
that was
No.
comical.
hilarious. The Hitman game on Twitter was just.
I didn't know that was official.
Oh yeah, it was.
God damn.
Oh damn.
It was some guy made a meme and was like, oh, here's the Boeing Employee of the Year, and it's the fucking Hitman. And then Hitman account quote tweeted and said, jokes aside, if Agent 47 was involved, he would not make it that obvious.
Jesus.
It's incredibly
Can we
based.
just like appreciate like the fucking body count the Boeing death squads have racked up?
It's
lately?
crazy.
I saw one tweet that was like, I'm too lazy to kill myself. Just fucking like at Boeing. Like, I have
I saw that
information
too.
about your plane.
All right, can I read this last email?
If you ever just like want to end it all, just like tweet at Boeing that you have information and you're willing to come forward with the U.S. federal
Suicide by Boeing.
government. Yeah.
The last email comes in from Rusty Broussard, and he writes, "Hello, Shrips, it's Rusty again. I want to let you guys know that I'm going to Stafford this Friday, so hopefully I'll see the spring sizzler as long as the weather cooperates. And speaking of weather, it was very on topic. I have another idea for Slap's crazy ass moments in history. The May 27th, 1995 F5 Jarrell, Texas tornado. A lot of things were crazy about
That
it,
was
such
97.
as it moving. Oh, I read it wrong. It doesn't say 97. It
Autism.
moving in a different direction compared to the most tornadoes and the destruction it left behind. Is that the same tornado that you talked about earlier, Caleb?
No, that was the El Paso, Oklahoma. Or El
I didn't
Reno.
know you
my
were a weather autist too. That's kind of cringe.
Before you hit the
He's full spectrum.
Dude, the moment Ed gets me into monster trucks, it's over because I'm like weather, NASCAR, like it's over for me.
missing wrestling.
Cody's got a weird video to share with us. This is
What is
titled "Stock Car Sinks in Lake" from Battleground Speedway,
Oh, yeah,
1988, where there's just like a big pond in the middle of the track. Oh,
Oh.
thing is deep.
That thing went from fucking spun to totaled real quick.
That thing is deep. It do go down.
It do go down.
I thought it was just a big puddle, but that's
No,
like
it just-
actually like a lake.
It just
Like if you let it play out, it shows like at the
Dude,
end.
they're
of the
still
race.
green. Dude, oh my god.
You're just
Yeah.
sinking.
Yeah, they fucking kept racing because he was out of the racing line, so he just had to sit there and just watch his car
Based.
fucking
That's,
get
I mean, yeah, that's
swallowed
true.
up.
I would have kept it green.
Yeah, Ben would keep it green.
everyone drive-through said he didn't know.
Dave Despain had the running order. That car is officially listed as out of the race, did not finish, sunk.
Remember when DT said he didn't know who Dave Despain was?
Who is that?
When did he say that?
10 seconds ago.
Apparently, yeah,
Some
just
reporter
yeah.
analyst dude.
No, it wasn't Dave Despain he was talking about. It was Claire B. Lang. He said he didn't know
Yeah.
who Claire B. Lang was.
it was
That's a-
definitely a couple years ago.
how-
We talked about Dave Despain. He didn't
How
know.
am I
That's a very
expected to
vivid
know
memory I have.
who like
There's
who
a
these
very like
old ass
core
people
NASCAR
are? Like,
contingent, like a media group. She's been with NASCAR since like the 90s.
okay, I don't. She's a radio person. I don't listen to NASCAR radio.
Yeah, what
I follow Jeff Gluck and
You
Bob
think I do?
Pockris on Twitter.
Yeah, the moment I was talking about was completely separate from this recent MRN lady that we were roasting him for not knowing.
Apparently, I'm supposed
DT's
to
a
know
big
these
Dave
people.
Moody fan.
DT loves Dave Moody.
My bad for being
Pretty
an
sure
F1
he
fan
has
who
sucked
started
his
getting into NASCAR. Yuck.
I hope Dave Moody falls out of the fucking 76 ball.
All right.
Caution on the track, Dave Moody is rolling down the bank.
Put it
Yeah,
out,
he called
put
out
it
himself.
We,
Caution on the track. I'm on the track.
we got Tubby in turn 3.
No, it would be like the Chicagoland, the orange
big,
ball going
orange,
down the
yeah.
track, but it's a
Yeah, orange
76.
just rolling down.
Dave Moody inside. I am inside the 76 ball roll.
All right, what the hell do we call this? I've got
Loose Dogs 4.
yeah. Oh, I don't know. Does it?
I don't know.
I don't know if it's
This is
deserving
a
of
few
Loose
good ones.
Dogs 4.
Go
But
ahead
you
with
weren't even
yours,
here for
DC.
that discussion. But my two options are either two-ply pizza or hive mind of stupidity. I think are both pretty solid.
Mine, my two are a little wordy, but my first one is hoarder with a mental disability, and then get ready to learn living room, buddy.
What do we think,
Only
panel?
you and Cody popped off at that.
I liked Loose Dogs 4. I'll do it in your mouth. I thought that was the biggest pop.
I'll go in your mouth.
Bro, yeah. What was it?
I like
No,
two-ply
it's
pizza.
definitely I'll go.
Yeah,
Rusty
Two-ply pizza is the weakest one in my mind.
That's yeah. It was still funny, but I think the other
because y'all
ones
are
better.
stupid.
What about Hive Mind of Stupidity? No love for Hive Mind of Stupidity?
I could roll with hive minus the
Yeah, I can
All right,
roll
yeah,
that.
that's
All right.
pretty broadly describes all of
Rusty,
us.
why are you laughing at us? Wow,
That's
dude.
just Caleb cackling.
Elaborate.
He just
That
does that.
wasn't me.
All right, we'll see you
shit.
never. This is the last ever episode of the show. Thank you for 96 weeks of
I almost went through that entire thing without getting riled up,
horrible podcasts.
too. How long was this
Bye.
thing? Like 4 hours?
An hour 40.
Damn.
Yeah, that's
long.
like our standard. All right, bye.
Go fuck yourself, Steve Phelps.